This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No. Yes, perfect. Great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans. I'm going to make something happen, and he sure as heck does when he gets it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Davis looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Pass on the way. It's picked off.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Davis will throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to get the corner. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Singleton. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Fights off the defender. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rifles it down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid... pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here we go. Slide 22. Slide.
Here's the handoff. Ball's out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going... Second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On the ground, it's Singleton. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aller. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Turns it on in midfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center. Student.
He unleashes a long one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. The play action fake. He'll take another shot here. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. All State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Toss to the outside. At the 45, on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Going up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This crowd knows when to bring it. Scanning the field, it's pressure coming. Football, it's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is perfect. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Missouri Tigers offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
A first down for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Simmons. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
That's caught. It's Kane. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Sweet feet on the move. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a kick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Glover. Trying to get to him. He finds his man. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think at least...
Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Missouri wants to go fast. Dropping back, it's Glover. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to throw. It's Glover. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because...
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First down here for the offense. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but...
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Gets away from 1. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Glover. They're trying to get to it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, that's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy who wanted to tackle. Go get him.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To the air, it's Glover. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime. You get a little juju going.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Flips it out in the flat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. It's complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Back to pass, it's Glover. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
4th down coming up. Number 16.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Missouri!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They are up by 7 over Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Glover. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
Continues to fight for yards. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Coming after him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and get...
Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Here we go.
Quarterback on the keeper. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Try to get it on the ground. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's awesome. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Missouri, 28.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking downfield, it's Glover. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll throw it on 1st down. got his man quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on second down. Got a man, it's Mosley. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That
Here comes the offense onto the field again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Shows him the stiff arm. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a ladder going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you want.
They got him. It's a sack. And when we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back.